he has been stalking the victim, Aaron, for a long time.
Today, the brother of a murder victim told a North Idaho judge the accused killer should not be released on bail. Good evening and thank you for joining us for KREM 2 News at 5. I'm Mark Hanrahan. Whitney is off tonight. Tonight we are learning new details about the killing of a North Idaho man, and the suspect in his death was in a Kootenai County courtroom today. KREM 2's Connor McAvoy joining us live tonight with more on this case. Connor?
The victim, 46-year-old Nathan Rogers, had a business here on Lakeside Avenue known as the Inland Kava Bar. We managed to speak to a few people in the area who did know him, who say his loss is a terrible tragedy. Now, the suspect in the shooting, Jason M. Rook, faced a Kootenai County judge today for the first time. Police arrested Rook just last night in Coeur d'Alene. He had been on the run since Sunday. Police believe Rook was an ex-boyfriend of Rogers' girlfriend. He is booked in Kootenai County Jail with murder and burglary charges. He has no bail set at this time. Neighboring business owners say Rogers was starting to make a name for himself and his business in the downtown area. We spoke with Daniel Bentley, the owner of a neighboring business, who says Rogers was always a kind-hearted person who's taken away from the North Idaho community too soon.
When a person in the community that started to learn to meet people, that you start seeing him every other day, every day. You're just walking down the street, grabbing a cup of coffee, and he's around doing his job, and that's just done now. And it's abrupt and quick, and it's sad. It's really sad.
Bentley also describes Roger as a stand-up guy who wanted to bring a new type of relaxing experience for people in the Coeur d'Alene area. There is also a GoFundMe set up for Roger's family as they're still processing their loss. In Coeur d'Alene, Connor McAvoy, KREM 2 News.
Connor, thank you very much. Tonight, police in New Mexico are investigating after two-time Oscar-winning winner Gene Hackman, his wife, and his dog were all found dead in their home in Santa Fe. On Wednesday afternoon, the actor's body was found along with the body of his 64-year-old wife, Betsy Arakawa. Officials said they may have been dead for some time. There were no signs of gas or carbon monoxide leaks. However, pills were found scattered near Arakawa. The Santa Fe County Sheriff's Office said that there are no obvious signs of foul play, but it can't yet be ruled out.
There was no immediate sign of foul play. Haven't ruled that out yet. This is an investigation, so we're keeping everything on the table.
Hackman was a Hollywood mainstay for 5 decades, and there's been an outpouring of tributes on social media from co-stars and collaborators, including Francis Ford Coppola. He directed Hackman in the 1974 thriller The Conversation, calling the actor, quote, magnificent in his work and complexity. From food banks to state parks, Washington Governor Bob Ferguson proposing spending cuts across state services. His list of potential cuts also includes furloughs and layoffs. All year, legislators have been talking about facing a $12 billion budget deficit. Governor Ferguson says his office thinks that number will actually be closer to $15 billion. The cuts he proposed today would generate about $4 billion in savings, not nearly enough to bridge the gap. But Ferguson says they are not done looking for savings. 1,000 state employee positions would be eliminated. Some open spots just wouldn't be filled. Most state employees would have to take an unpaid day off every month for the next 2 years. College tuition might have to increase. He is calling on the state's four-year schools to cut their budgets as well.
That just seemed to me, given a budget shortfall, would I want to do that? There wasn't a budget shortfall. Of course I wouldn't do that, right? But look, we're not going to tax our way out of this thing. Not going to happen. $15 billion is a lot of money.
The governor is not willing to make any cuts in education or public safety. Tonight, the Trump administration is directing all agencies to submit plans for large-scale layoffs and restructuring by March 13th. Thousands of probationary workers have already been fired, including at Veterans Affairs. One day after the Department of Veterans Affairs cut $2 billion in contracts, the department reversed some cancellations that may have impacted medical care and benefits for veterans, including safety inspections at VA medical facilities and supporting cancer programs. The VA said the layoffs would save the agency more than $83 million per year that would be redirected to veteran services. We reached out to local VA about layoffs, and they said the Grandstaff VA Medical Center has, quote, dismissed a small number of probationary staff this month. The decision will have no negative effect on veteran health care, benefits, or other services, and will allow VA to focus more effectively on its core mission of serving veterans, families, caregivers, and survivors. They went on to say they cannot disclose specific personnel numbers due to privacy concerns. New tonight, President Donald Trump pushing back the timeline for his tariffs against Mexico and Canada just days after saying they would move forward on time. Those 25% tariffs are now expected to be rolled out in April instead of at the beginning of March. That's when retaliatory tariffs for all other countries with tariffs against the U.S. are set to begin. And today, No Lie Brewhouse says they are committed to holding the line and will not raise prices when tariffs do go into effect. The 25% tariffs could have an impact on local breweries that rely on aluminum from Canada to can their products. No Lie says they are taking a leadership role in keeping craft beer accessible and the prices low.
There's tariffs, there's price increases on every single thing that is involved in making beer. So from lids to cans to malt to barley to hops to water, everything is going up.
No Lie says beer is an affordable luxury and we want to keep it that way for our customers. All right, talking weather now. You might already be feeling the impact of that nice sunny weather, and there is more on the horizon. Let's get right over to Chief Meteorologist Jeremy Legout with more on what we can expect for the weekend. Jeremy, I know it's only Thursday, but Friday's right around the corner, then Saturday, Sunday. We're so close, man.
We're so close. I've already checked out for the end of the week because I don't have much to talk about.
Oh, okay.
Kind of nice. Did you roll your windows down today?
I did, in fact, all 4 of them.
Oh, wow. You have 4 windows in your car?
Well, I think 5 if you count them back.
Cool. I only have 2. I rolled down my 2 windows today. Yeah, yeah. I hung my arm out the window. It was nice. You should try it tomorrow. 54 degrees where we currently sit. If you're hitting the road now, roll down the windows. Pro tip. Windows down, heater on high, feels great. Your car doesn't even mind it. It's not one of those things where it's like running the AC where it taps the engine and takes a little extra oomph to get it going. It doesn't mind the heat, so I always take advantage. 54 here, 52 in Deer Park and Coeur d'Alene, 56 in Ritzville, still in the 60s in Lewiston, Walla Walla. It is a beautiful evening across the inland northwest. Overnight, we are going to get a little bit cooler. Very akin to what we woke up to this morning. Temperatures down below freezing, even if just barely. It is going to look almost identical. You wake up to a little bit of patchy fog. If you saw it this morning, likely see it tomorrow morning. By tomorrow afternoon, we are back in the 50s and 60s across the inland northwest. A couple of spots topping out in the 40s, but if it's 40s, it's upper 40s, and this is a beautiful stretch of weather. Not much going on. We're under that ridge, and that storm sits off the coast, and that's where it stays. It's going to be beautiful. Seriously. 57 degrees tomorrow and mostly sunny. 58 degrees on Saturday and mostly sunny. It is going to be downright gorgeous. To put that in perspective, average high this time of year, about 10 degrees shy of where you see Sunday. Sunday, still in the 50s with a little bit of cloud cover.
Forward to the weekend. Jeremy, thank you very much. Well, this highway helper is ready to hit the road. Coming up, how ITD's new incident response vehicle is coming to the rescue on the busiest corridors.
We're changing lives. Yeah, we really are.
Reduce, reuse, recycle. Teens in Hilliard spearheading a new program to feed the community and reduce food waste all at the same time. More on that coming up in 10 minutes.